Don't let the world bring me down.
Hey, Miss Lala.
Because I control my life. I wake up happy, searching till I find the love that's created for all of us to find.
Hey, Tony.
But it starts within ourselves. If only we would smile, smile, smile. Just smile. Change the life. Just smile. Just smile. Change the life. Just smile. Yeah. Just smile. Change the life. Just smile. Just smile.
Hey, Tony, how you doing? So Tony, let me tell you guys, this show, it's being taped. So right now we're just setting up, but this show tapes and plays on KBLA on the weekend. So just know that. So I'll be able to talk to you guys in the breaks. So normally it goes like this. Mike does two he does two 12-minute sections, one 9-minute section, and two 4-minute sections. And then after that, if you guys have questions, if you want to ask me something, you can ask me then. So if you guys are saying things and I don't respond, it's not that I'm ignoring you. It's that the show, Mike is taping it. And if you guys if you want to hear any of these shows, you can go to your app store and download the iHeartRadio app and search for the J. King Show. So if you download the iHeartRadio app and then search the J. King Show, then you can hear all my shows. I do a lot of different shows on different things, but I got a lot of different music shows. This show is going to be on building, 7-step artist marketing. So 7 steps to marketing for independent artists. Hey Kibbles. Hey Lynn. Hey Messiah. Messiah loves Alina. Hey Petrino. Mike, why you singing? What's up, Mike?
I was liking that song.
Well, that's a Club Nouveau song.
Just smile.
I almost started rapping over the top of it.
Hey, E-Mac.
That's nice. I like it. Sounds a little different than other Club Nouveau stuff.
Well, that's because I'm always evolving, Mike.
Yeah. No, I like it.
Good day.
Yeah, it is a good day. A smile? Is that what it's called?
Smile, yeah. Smile. Yeah, I ain't gonna let you fuck up my day. I'm just gonna smile.
Here I come.
Yeah.
I put S in the title of your show notes. There's no S in J. King. I'm gonna put money sign. I'm gonna make it a money sign. There you go.
Hey, Lindsay Collins. So we have 5 minutes, you guys. So we taped the show at 6. it runs about 45, 48 minutes. And we do two 12-minute, 12 minutes, one 9-minute, two 4 minutes in and out. But if you guys, want to ask questions after that, you can. But so don't
I need to play some music here real quick. I'm gonna crush your groove. Is that what they say? I gotta find this source.
Hey Jimmy, all good. Jimmy, I think I'll owe you a call. Jimmy, for some reason I was looking for your number and I couldn't find it. Let me Yeah, I don't know why I don't have your number. Did you give me an email? Hey Sloan, how you doing? So this show is about to be. So this is a taping. Okay, inbox me. Yeah. This is a taping of a show that we do on KBLA called the Jay King Show. If you want to listen to any of my old shows, if you want to listen to this show, you can download the iHeartRadio app, iHeartRadio, and then search for the Jay King Show, and then it'll give you my whole history, including this one. How you doing, McLean? 1956. So this is going to be
March 14th,
March 14th,
2026.
March 14th. Is it five? That's 5 days.
Yep. KBLA. Talk 1580. Los Angeles. And the whole Southern California. Dun, 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 dun.
Cool.
Oh, 2 minutes.
2 minutes, you guys. 2 minutes. We're going to get this party started right. We're going to get this party started quickly, right? Let's get this party started right. Let's get this party started quickly, right?
Okay. Type. Check. We gotta find the StreamYard feed. Here we are. Chat. Oh, I think I broke it.
How many minutes? About 2 minutes?
Yeah, 1 minute-ish. Yeah, 1 minute. Stand by one. Am I still here? I think
Yes.
I created new. Okay, I'm good. The Jay King Show.
I don't know. I got this a long time ago. I just haven't been out my ear in a number of years. So I got a couple of them in case I lose one. They're sterling silver. So Roberto, I don't know. Okay, Jimmy. When we're done, I'll give you a jingle.
Talk.
You ready? Can you hear me? Am I good?
Yeah, you sound great. Everybody sounds good.
Good. All right, you guys. So we're going to start in about a minute here.
Yep.
And this show is called The Jay King Show on KBLA Talk 1580 if you're in Los Angeles. What time does it come on in Los Angeles? 7 in the
I
morning?
believe it's 6 a.m. Sundays. I should double check that.
Yeah, 6 or 7 in the morning on Sundays. But
Right.
hey, Queen Roro, but you can hear it anytime if you download the iHeartRadio app. You can hear it anytime. So, and Mike normally has it there even before it's at KBLA.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yep. You ready?
Let's go.
The Jay King Show.
Mm-hmm.
We are ready here. Okay, Jay. Have a great show. Yeah, 12 minutes here. Another 12.
Okay. Oh.
And 3, 2.
Hey, Sergeant Tucker.
The J. King Show.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Whatever it is, make it good for you. My name is Jay King. Welcome to the Jay King Show at KBLA Talk 1580. We have a good one for you today. Today we're talking music, and because the music business has changed so much over the years, and artistry has gotten better and better, believe it or not. There are so many different artists out here, so many different ways to find an artist. I received a text message from somebody of a young lady named hold on, Mike. Let me remember this lady I just found, and then we'll pick it up from. Okay. Somebody just sent me a text message of a young lady, a song by a young lady named Raquel Rodriguez. I heard the song, I fell in love with the song, and then I went to iTunes looking for her music, and I've downloaded all of her music. And that's how it happens sometimes when you run into somebody who is a connoisseur of music. I am a musical connoisseur. I love good music. And so wherever I can find it, I go to it, I get it, I put it in my collection, and I happen to be on the radio at 97.5 FM KDEE in Sacramento, and we have an unrestricted playlist so I can play any and everything I like. And that's what I do. So before I get into the show, let me tell you who I am. My name is Jay King. I'm the president and CEO of the California Black Chamber of Commerce. I am the leader of the group Club New, and I do radio at 97.5 FM KDEE. Mondays, I do a show called Politics from 1 to 2:45 p.m. Tuesday and Wednesday, I do a show called Traffic Jams from 3 to 5 p.m. where I just play great music. And then on Thursday, I do a show called Traffic Jams from 2 to 6 p.m. Monday through Friday, I do a podcast, a live podcast called Kings in the Morning from 8 to 10 a.m. on J King Network on YouTube and J King Network on Facebook. So as you can see, I stay pretty busy when it comes to engaging with social media. And it's important. It's important for you as an artist to recognize that you have to find your audience any and everywhere you can. And today we're going to talk about the 7 steps to artist marketing, making it a machine and making it work for you. And we're going to start with number 1, the foundation. And the foundation is where you make your history, your marketing it. You want it to eventually become nostalgic, but that's not where you want to start. You want to start with building your history. And how are you going to do that? Well, you got to create content. And content happens because you are in the studio and you're working with somebody, whether you're songwriting, writing the lyric. Content is everything that happens before the song is actually done. So a lot of times, a lot of the things that you believe are just nothing, they're a bunch of nothings, are everything. Yeah. From the time you start writing the lyric on this sheet of paper to the time you turn it into a song, all that means something. What date did you do that? Well, I started the song on March 5th, 2026. And when did you finish it? Well, I finished it on, and then you know the date. That becomes content because one of these songs become a classic hit. And once you have a classic hit, you can make stories. You can make reflections of your career. You can talk about where the song came from. So the first thing you want to do is start building a solid foundation from day one. Make your music important. Make the creation of the music important. make conversations you've had about the music important. The first time you played it for somebody and they told you that they thought it was a hit, or they told you it was okay. Let me tell you a story. When I did Rumors, when I was done with it, I was so excited. I played it for my friends and they said, "Man, that record sounds like you made it in your garage." Yeah. Rumors became a number one record for 4 weeks, sold 3.5 million copies. But my friend said it sounded like I made it in my garage because he had never heard a record like that before. It was the beginning of what we call the hip hop era or the new school and the old school. It was the merging because I grew up in the old school, but I was very um, captivated by the new school. And those two schools created the song Rumors, where I took what I learned in the old school and what I was learning in the new school and merged them together. That's the story that you need in order to take the record to the next level over time. So, from a foundation standpoint, you want to make your history a marketing engine, something that you can talk about, stories that you can tell, people that are nobodies at the time you make the record that might become some of the biggest people in the music business. I was there with Vanilla Ice when he was Robbie Van Winkle, when Tommy Kwan was the guy that was working with him. I knew Tommy Kwan because he wanted to be in the music business. So you want to make your history part of your market, because Vanilla Ice, when everybody was getting sued, I was the only guy getting paid because my record was not tied up. The 4 songs I had, they had contracts connected to them. And if they didn't pay me, I wouldn't let the record come out. So there are a lot of stories that you want to be able to tell. You want to build your career into a marketing machine. You want to create stories. You want to be able to reflect on your career. You want to be able to talk about where your songs came from, how they started. Timex Social Club had Rumors. When they brought it to me, I took a demo and turned it into a song and turned it into a hit record. And when I did it, they didn't like the song. They didn't like the changes I made. They thought the song that I made their good song bad. Well, that bad song sold 3.5 million copies. The reason why is because they had been used to listening to it a certain way for so long that they couldn't get past the fact that I took a demo and turned it into a song, into a record, into a hit piece of product that even my friends said sound like it came out of my garage. As you start to develop from the beginning, if you start to chronicle your career from the beginning, from right now, that's what you want to do from a foundational standpoint. You want to start chronicling your career. Certain things that you want to put to the side for later because you don't know who you are, what you're going to be, what you're going to grow into. And those things like handwritten lyrics, those first performances that you have on video, those first recordings that you did on cassette or CD or whatever, all those things, they have a value to them. They have some nostalgia connected to them. They have something from a marketing standpoint that you can use. So from the beginning, you have to be intentional that I'm an artist and I am stepping into my greatness and I want to start to chronicle it in bio form. So in case my record or my career takes off, I'll have something valuable from a foundational standpoint to stand on. Those old performances will be important as time goes on because you'll be able to reflect on then versus now. For example, Rumors. make the way I make the way I made records then versus the way I make records now is totally different because technology. Where before, when you went into a 24-track recording studio, that's all you had was 24 tracks to work on. So if you had 8 tracks of vocals, then you knew that you had to take those 8 tracks of vocals, mix them to 2 tracks. So let's say I had 4 notes and I doubled them, right? So that's 8 tracks. I got to take those 4 notes, those 8 tracks, and I have to mix them down to 2. And that mix has to be permanent. It has to be what I want it to be. Because once I mix it down to 2, I'm going to erase those other vocals so that I can put new instruments or new voices or whatever I'm doing on those tracks because I only had 24 tracks. You have unlimited tracks. So, you can talk about then versus now. What was great about making records then versus now? Well, the warmth of tape was wonderful, but the headache of striping the tape with tones and having to go through all that, the preparation to recording before you actually started recording, and then taking everything down. If you had a mix, if you were in the middle of the mix, you had to do a buyout so that you could come back the next morning and complete the mix. There were a lot of different things back then versus today that makes today better. But again, this is foundationally, this is your history that you want to map it out. You want to make sure from the very beginning. And what I'm doing right now, this is a 7-step to your art marketing machine. 7 steps. So even if you've made music before on this project, on this single, or this phase of your life, what you want to do is make sure that in this phase that you now start to look at yourself as a marketing machine and start to chronicle your career from today moving forward. My name is Jay King. You're tuned into the Jay King Show at KBLA Talk 1580, and we'll be right back. How was that, Mike?
Very good. Oh, wait, hold on. Wait, but yeah. Oh, there I am. Yeah, very good. Thank you. I got Rumors going to play right there on the way out.
Okay.
I'll play some Vanilla Ice coming back. Yep, 12 minutes.
Ready?
Very good. Thank you.
You ready? Mike?
Yes, sir. Anytime.
Okay, I'm going to start at 14. I got 14 to do. It's the Jay King Show at KBLA Talk 1580. We're talking about you as an artist, being intentional about building a foundation for yourself as a marketing engine. You want to be your very own marketing engine. So you want to start off making sure that everything you do is geared towards marketing. Now, whether you have had music out before or this is your first time, when you put out new music equals relevant. So the relevancy is different based on who you are. If you're a legacy artist like me with Club Nouveau, when we put out a record, it's a reminder of our relevance. If you're a new artist and you happen to have a really good record, it is the introduction of your relevance. That you are an artist that is to be reckoned with, that is going to be relevant in the new market. Either way, you have to make sure to remind yourself that you're not just an artist, that you're a part of music history, that you're building to be a part of music history. So if you are a legacy artist, an artist who've had records out before, what new music does is it proves that you're still creating, that you're still a creative beast, that you're still out there and you're making it happen. If you're a new artist, it proves that you are a creator, that you are a person that is new on the scene, that is active and creating. But a lot of times, artists will say, if you are a legacy artist, you'll say, "Here's my new song," instead of "Here's the evolution of my music." You see where that goes? Here's my new song. No, here's the evolution of my music. If you are a new artist, here's my new song. Here's the new sound that I'm introducing to the marketplace. So you want to make sure that you introduce yourself in a way and introduce your sound, your music in a way that people are going to pay attention to. Over time, I produce records differently than the way I started. When I first started, I had a very sparse sound. You're going to hear big drums, big bass, uh, keys, some strings, and then vocal. Now, my music has grown. You're going to hear different types of production. You're going to hear a bigger blend of strings. You're going to hear acoustic guitars. You're going to hear different layers. You're going to hear layered vocals because my music has grown, because as I've gotten older, I've matured. As I've matured, so too has my sound. So when so as I create new music, I am creating a different kind of relevance. I don't just create music for Club Nouveau anymore. I create music for Club Nouveau, and then I create music for me, Jay King, as a solo artist. It's more adult, bossa nova, so more on the jazzy side, more on the smoother side, where Club Nouveau is more of a dance up tempo. So again, it's the relevance of both sides. So the first thing you got to know is that you want to build a foundation. And the second thing you want to do is make sure that the relevance of who you are, what you're doing, why you write, who you're connected to, that people know who you are, and that the songs that you create songs not to make money, but to make music. If you're creating to make money, you might not. But if you're creating to make music, you might make a lot of money. So as you're starting to create the music, you've already started building the content. So people are learning who you are because they're seeing the stories behind the music that you created, because you've been doing these posts. They've watched you reflect on your career, because maybe you started with somebody else just as a writer or a background person, and now you're stepping out for the first time, and you're talking about where your song started, how you developed it. You're showing them clips of performances when you were performing with somebody else, but now you're out here on your own, and now you're showing them who you were then and who you are now, and you're creating new music. So your relevance is not in question. Now you got to figure out, how do I get to my fan? What is the geographic location of my fan? Are my fans? Are they male? Are they female? Are they young? Are they old? Are they inside the country? Are they outside the country? Are they in the north? Are they in the south? Are they in the east? Are they in? These are questions that you have to ask yourself, because you want to find the geographic location of your fans, and then you want to activate. So in the beginning, because oftentimes independent artists that are just starting, they don't have a big budget. So concentrate on where you want to be. Instead of marketing everywhere, go to a specific market. So here in Sacramento, we have 97.5 MKD, and we play a lot of independent artists. No one in the country plays more independent artists than we do. I'm talking about in prime time. And we play independent artists right up against national artists. And because of that, what we've done is we've geographically built a fan base for artists like Sean Rayford, Lucky Witherspoon, Joe Levy, the Sugar High Band, and a whole bunch of others. Geno Wesley, Mike DeCole. These are guys that are coming up. El DeBarge Jr. These are guys that are coming up that are on our radar. But on May 30th, we're doing a concert in Sacramento. It's a big concert. It's the biggest concert of the year, the first big concert of the year, I should say, in Sacramento. And it's Cameo, Confunction, Club Nouveau, Sean Rayford, Joe Levy, the Sugar High Band, Lucky Witherspoon. Because of they're not all over the place, they focused a lot of their marketing in the region that they're in. That's what you want to do. You want to first find a market, a geographic location that you can get to, that you can connect to. And it may be in your backyard. It may not. It may be on the other side of the country. It may be on the other side of the world. But wherever they connect to you, you got to connect to them. You want to every week or so, every week you want to post something. So let's say that you live in Sacramento, but it's in Mississippi that they're loving you. Hey, Mississippi, thank you for loving me. I sure love you. I haven't been there yet, but can't wait to get there. You know, Mississippi, I see you. I see you. Thank you for the love. You want to do that because when the fans hear you calling out their city, when you hear them, when they hear you calling out their name, what happens is this: they start to engage more, but more importantly, they bring other folk to engage as well. And once people start engaging with, now you can start to manipulate the game of how to get your music out. And when I say manipulate, I don't mean in a negative way. I mean get the people that are around you, people that are responding to you because you've engaged with them, because you've literally started talking to them. There's a super fan out there, somebody who really loves who you are and will, that is going to help push the needle. Now, I told you guys I love music. And I found this guy, Pete Belasco, because one of the ladies who is on the radio at the radio station, Frances Wright, she sent me a song by Pete Belasco. I loved it. And then I went to iTunes and I found all his music and I downloaded it. And then I went to the next level and I searched for him and I found him. And then I sent him an email and I said, hey, we're doing the Greater Sacramento Urban Music Award and you're going to be nominated. And then I nominated him for an Urban Music Award. And then he called me and then we started talking. And because I was such a big fan of his and I was on the radio, I helped create a fan base for Pete Belasco right here in Sacramento. You want to geographically activate your fan base. And that's whether you're doing it or one of your super fans. And in Pete's case, I was his super fan. And so I activated a fan base for him. And now he has 5 or 6 records that play on the radio here in Sacramento. The most important people to you the most important are going to be your fan community. Your fan community is going to be your secret weapon. We're going to talk when we come back. My name is Jay King, and you're tuned into the Jay King, KBLA Talk 15. We'll be right back. Hey, Ricky, what's happening? Good to see you. How was that, Mike?
Good. Thank you, Jay. Very good. We're right on time.
So now we got 9 minutes, right?
Yeah. Good 9-minute segment here.
9 minutes. I just realized how far back I was in the video. My apologies, obviously. All right. All right, you guys. So I'm listening to you guys on different platforms. Let me just say this to all. Hey, Perk, how you doing, sir? Hey, Lori. This show is taped. So Mike tapes this show. So when I see you guys, I can't necessarily respond to you because Mike is taping, and I would disrupt. It'll make it harder for him to put it together. So once the show is going, I don't say anything. I just do the show. But if you guys want to hear a lot of my shows, download the iHeartRadio app and then search for the Jay King Show, and you can do that. And you can hear all my shows. And you can hear them anytime you want to. At that point, play over and over. You ready, Mike?
I am. Anytime.
Okay. It's the Jay King Show at KBLA Talk 1580. And, we're down to number 4 in a 7-step artist marketing machine strategy. Number 4 is developing your fan community. Your fan community is your secret weapon. So this is what you're starting with fan pages. You got to turn them into your ambassador. If you turn your fans into your ambassador, they do things like push posts for you. They spread your tour announcement. They grow your local fan base. They help you collect emails. Some of them will even come to your shows and sell product for you and engage an audience. Some of them will make sure that that you have black pens. So when it's time for you to sign autographs, they're right there. Your fan community is your secret weapon. Those are the folk that will become patrons of your art. Those are the folk that will say, hey, we're going to help you set up a tour, and this is what we're going to do. So you want to make sure that your fans are included. You know why? Because fans love to be included. Fans love when you're live and you say, oh, hey, BK Chef, what's happening, man? Good to see you. Haven't seen you in a while. I'm gonna talk to you after the show. They like that because people know that they're in, that they're part of it. And it's those folk that really build you a career. So you don't have to have 1 million people, hundreds of thousands of people, tens of thousands of people. You don't need that many. If you can activate 1,000 fans, if you can activate 20 and turn 20 into 50 and turn 50 into 100 and turn 100 into 200, you'll be surprised at what you can do with 20 fans. Just imagine if you had 20 fans, and of the 20 fans you had, 3 of them had some really nice homes. And you were talking to them one day and said, you know what, I need to do some shows, some live performances. I just don't have a place to do them. And I don't have enough money to buy a venue. I don't think I'm going to get that many people. I don't even know how I can get anybody to help me with this. And your fans, your secret weapon says, I would love to help you. I've always wanted to be a promoter. And why don't you stop by my house and come look at my backyard? Maybe we can do something in my backyard in the summertime. back and you go to your fan's house and you find out that they got this backyard with a swimming pool. It's picturesque, and you guys figure out where you can do the show. Well, guess what? That same person is going to post about it. That same person is going to spread the word about it. That same person is going to go out in the local area and talk to his friends or her friends about it. That same person will collect emails for you from all the people that come. And let's just say at this particular show, the first time you did it, you guys charged $30 a person. Nah, 20 bucks a person. And you got 10 people to come. Well, you just made $200. And let's just say that, your fan, your ambassador, you said, hey, take half the money. More than likely, they're going to say, no, this is yours. And then you put that money, and if they took half the money, then you put $100 in a jar. You don't touch it. If they say, no, that's your money, and then you put $200 in a jar, you don't touch it. And then you go to another one of your other fans, and the fan that you did with the 10 people, he tells the new person what he did or what she did, and then they go do another one. But this time it's 2 of them involved. So now you got 30 people. Now you made $600. Now you already put $200 in the jar. Now you got $600. Now you got $800 in the jar. Before you know it, you're making money to start to build your career, to spread the word. And you're doing it with your fan community. Your fan community is becoming your partner. Your fan community is becoming part of your foundation. Your fan community is starting to help you grow your local fan base by plugging into local fan groups. And what this becomes is a free team, free marketing for you. And one of your friends tells another of his or her friends who happen to know somebody over there who is connected to somebody right there, and they play your music. And now your music is in a film. Your music is in a commercial. Your music is recorded by a big recording artist. That's how your friends, your fans, become your secret weapon. But all of this starts from your intention from the very beginning. From the very beginning, you were foundation and marketing as a machine, who and what you are. So your intention is right in front of you. That's why you have content. That's why you have behind the scenes stories. That's why you have reflections of your career. That's why you have stories of where the song came from. That's why you have those old lyrics put away. So one day they may be part of a library, or part of a historic museum. That's why all those old performance clips you can look at and you can show people how you started, how things came together for you, how you didn't start off at the top. Because now when you're speaking to people, you're speaking to them from a legendary standpoint, not from the beginning, but you have chronicled the beginning because you knew from the very beginning, from a marketing standpoint, these are things that you would need, either to tell your story as a documentary, tell it as a movie, or tell it as a book. I've been going through a lot of old music that I had from years and years ago. And I've been uploading some of this music into Suno. And Suno has given me different versions of my song. And so I can look at when I recorded a song and what I did with it now and how it morphed because I have the content and I can tell the story behind the song where I halfway wrote a song back then and I finish it up today. These are the kind of things you want to do. You want to look at yourself as a marketing machine every night before you go to bed, every morning when you wake up, and throughout your day when you're engaging in your music. You never know who, what, when, where, and why you want to have. You're tuned into the Jay King Show at KBLA Talk 15. We will be right back. So that's was that good, Mike?
Yeah, that was perfect. Thank you.
Okay.
Got
And
it.
so, all right. So now we're on 4 minutes, right?
Yeah, 2 4s. Gonna wind it up.
Okay.
Yeah. And then
You
I
ready?
did confirm you are Sundays at 7 a.m.
But you're tuned into the Jay King Show with KBLA Talk 1580. My name is Jay King. This show airs on KBLA Talk 1580 on Sunday mornings, 6:30 a.m. if you're in Los Angeles. But you can always watch or listen to the show. I'm sorry, Mike. But you can always listen to this show by downloading the iHeartRadio app and searching for the Jay King Show and following me there. We're talking about 7 steps to marketing for you as an artist from the very beginning to be a marketing machine. And we're on number 5. And you want fan ownership. You want to own your fan. There was a time when record companies owned and controlled an artist's fan. So when the artist left the record company, sometimes the record company could literally shut the artist down. But today, you get to own your fans. Social media is a rented space. Where I am right now is a rented space. When I come off of these platforms, somebody else will come in and you'll look at them. I'll be done. But if I have your email, I can talk to you anytime. I can send you an email because I have the list. So you want to create a fan ownership. You want to make sure I have numbers. I have numbers of different people. I have Nature Blues number. I have Gino Wesley's number. I have God dang it, Ira Soul's number. I have a bunch of DJ. I have everybody's number. I have it written down in a book. And so, and my next deal is to get their email address. Because emails and phone numbers is the ownership that you have to build the audience with. Once you have that, you can do exactly what I'm doing right now. A lot of you were able to come to this show today because I sent you a text. That's what ownership is. So from that ownership, you can build super fans. People that will follow you everywhere you go. Every time you get a text message, they get a text message from you. They're going to respond to it. They're going to show up. They're going to be part of your audience. And they're going to be the people that talk about and grow who you are and what you do. Every time, not sometime. Every time. They're going to be the ones who post, comment. They'll be the ones who will get the free remixes. They'll be the ones who will make sure that people sign up to your program. When we do Kings in the Morning, there's a young lady by the name of Nakia George. We call her Chocolate Peach. And if she sees new people come on our show on YouTube, she'll tell them to subscribe. That's what we want. That's what you want as an artist. You want champions. You want people that feel like they own part of your career You want them to be able to say, yeah, I was one of the first ones to buy his music or her music. I was one of the first ones to post to respond to his or her post. Yeah, I have these pictures. So the more successful you become, the more aware you should be of the people that are responsible for your success. You should understand that from the very beginning of the marketing machine that you're building, that in the 7 steps, that one of them is making sure that your fan community is your secret weapon and your fans have ownership in you the way you have ownership in them. When we come back, we'll wrap this thing up. You're tuned into the Jay King Show at KBLA Talk 50. Ready? Ready, Mike?
Thanks,
Is
Jake.
that good?
Yeah. So, yeah, can we get this to 4?
4?
Yep.
You got it.
Yep.
All right.
Okay. Anything.
Okay. It's the Jay King Show at KBLA Talk 1580. We only have a few minutes here, so I'm going to run through a couple of things, you guys. Number one, you want to build a touring demand engine. You want people to want to see you. You want people to be excited about connecting with you and helping to build your audience. So you want to create excitement. You want to create engagement. You want to build real relationships with your fan base. You want to grow that fan base out. And sometimes you want to collaborate with other artists. Because if you collaborate with other artists, some of the things that they're good at, you may not be. And some of the things you're good at, they may not be. But in collaboration, you guys share, you guys start to build together. Me and Sean Rayford is that. Me and Sean Rayford, we do a lot of stuff together. The R&B music festival we're doing in Sacramento with Confunction, Cameo, and Club Nouveau. Me and Sean Rayford are doing that together. That's what you want to do. You also want to build attitude of sharing information. Don't get information and then hold it close to your chest. Get information and give it to as many people as you can. You never know who you give information to that is going to one day see you because they shot to the top and going to come back and pull you and say, man, I remember when you gave me that information. Thank you so much. Build merchandising a little bit at a time. Don't go crazy with merchandising. Do little things. Figure out what works. Build patrons of your art. There's a few people that will patronize you no matter what. They are almost like your fundraisers. Engage with them. Get them to help you. Create an innovative platform for them to launch your career from. If you do all these things, at least in the area that you live, you will become legendary. And people will talk about you. And people will support you. And every time you do something, people will be there. And remember that every post you make is quietly reinforcing who you are and what you've done. And as you start to become successful with these things, number 7 is become a cultural leader. This is the highest level of who you are. Don't just post music. Share some wisdom. Share some perspective. Give some shout outs to other artists. Tell people who you're listening to. Put motivational posts up. Put empowerment messages up. Put music history up, things that you found out that people may or may not have known. And what that does is it builds emotional loyalty, not just fandom. And it makes your system a lot more powerful. So instead of you chasing streams, chasing followers, chasing likes, you're building a cultural impact. And in doing so, you are building a demand for you as a personality, a demand for you as a performer, and a demand for you as a legendary impact in the music business. My name is Jay King. You've been tuned into the Jay King Show at KBLA Talk 15. We'll see you next. How was that, Mike?
I like it. I totally agree with that last part too. Good stuff.
Thank you. Okay. So if you guys have questions, anybody, I'm here. I can do it. So any questions right now, I'm gonna take them. Hey, Melissa. Melissa Corona is the hey, Lou Keys, how you doing? Melissa Corona is the Tina Marie of our area. Bad white girl. She can sing. Oh, she heads the group, the Sugar High Band. They'll be playing with Cameo and Confunction and everybody on May 30. They've got some big records that have came out here in the Sacramento area. And I've got to tell you guys, shoot. Hold on, my colors.
From a federal prison, you will not be charged for this call. This call is from Daryl King. This call will be recorded and subject to monitoring at any time. To accept this call, press 5. To block, you may begin speaking now. You push the wrong button?
No, I'm recording. I'm taping my show for KBLA. Call me at 7.
Yeah.
Call me at 7. 7 o'clock.
I'll call you at 7:15 because
Okay.
you know I have to wait a half hour.
Okay.
I love you, man.
Love
But
you,
I
sir.
got some good news for you too.
Okay, great. My cousin has been in prison for 46 years. 46 years. He went in when he was 36. So he's 82. He might be in 47 years now, but we're almost got him home. Yeah. So when he comes home, he'll stay with me. So I'm the person that deal with him on a day-to-day basis. My cousin, they're okay.
Yep.
Yep, check out the Sugar High Band. If you guys want to hear some good music, Google Sugar High Band. They got some great music. We play it here. They have three songs playing on the radio right now in Sacramento. Are there any questions? Do you guys have anybody have any questions?
We're clear on the YouTube, Facebook side right now. Everyone's just thanking you for your wisdom.
Oh, okay. My pleasure. I have to pay my debt. Jay, what advice would you give the younger generation when it comes to studio ethics? When it comes to studio ethics, I don't know what you mean. You got to be more specific for me. The show in the Alaska show was great, Lou. It was great. It was cold, but we had a good time. Thank you, Jimmy. Jimmy said everything. He explained clearly. These days, they don't see the reason for recording, constantly building catalog. Well, I gotta say Stone, because I think these kids make records for right now. So if I would say anything to the younger generation, 46 years. If I would say you have to decide if you want to be a hamburger or a steak. Because a lot of these kids are hamburger. They're good while they're hot. But once they're not hot, it's over with. So, and a lot of them are star chasing. They want to be. They just want to be in the game, you know. And so I'm not downing them. I'm not saying that they shouldn't be. It's just a different kind of artist today. They're different. They're different lanes. Then you have some of these guys that are steaks. They're gonna get better as they get older. I love Snow Allegra. And, I really like Lucky Day. But but there are some artists that I listen to, and I'm like, can this record live outside the studio? In other words, is this record so studio made that the only way it can be done live is if it's done in the box, because it can't be played, because everything is so mechanical. So I think so when you say these days they don't see the reason for recording constantly, building catalogs, I don't think I can't blanket statement that, Stone, because I see a lot of artists, a lot of young artists around me that are recording every day, that have lots and lots of music. As a matter of fact, just right down the street, La Russell, we know he record every day because he got damn near 50 albums out in the market. So this is what they say to me when I speak at these music conferences. Yeah, the music conferences. I don't know if we have any real music conferences that are imparting real wisdom to young people. And if I'm going to be honest, a lot of it has to do with the fact that the older generation did not didn't learn well when new technology started to come into play. They held on so hard to the old traditional way that that they pushed themselves out. Because the interesting thing about the human being is the human being doesn't like change, even though the human being knows everything is going to change. So it's crazy talk. And when I say that, I'm not just talking about other people. I'm talking about me too. When I first what are your thoughts to opening your own home to closet fans? I think that's a great idea, boss lady. Where if somebody that was a fan of mine said, "Hey, would you come and play at my house? Can I bring an audience to you?" I absolutely would. Also, speak on lyrics that limit your reach. That's Mark Elliott. Mark Elliott says, "Speak on lyrics." Yet, some people, you got to decide how you're going to write, who you're writing to, and what you're saying, and yeah, how relevant is that story going to be 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, 50 years from now? I mean, you listen to Marvin Gaye, what's going on? You listen to Marvin Gaye, what's going on right now today? And it was recorded in 1969. Think about this. I want you guys to think about this. What's Going On was recorded in 1969. It was released in 1971. Berry Gordy didn't even want to release it. Berry Gordy said Marvin Gaye was going to destroy his whole career by releasing this record because it was too political. And he said Marvin Gaye was a sex symbol. The biggest record of his career almost didn't get released. So that was 55 years ago. And when we listen to what's going on today, we listen to it and it takes our breath away. We call it a masterpiece. Hey, Destiny. I'm glad you're here. Hey, Shatis, I see you. Destiny, you should be happy because this year, one of the categories at the Greater Sacramento Urban Music Awards is going to be spoken word, male and female. So you got to decide, and Mark makes a great point. The lyric of what's going on is as relevant today, 55 years later, as it is, mother, there's too many of you crying. brother, there's far too many of you dying. You know we've got to find a way. Bring some love in here today. Man, it just, and we're back to war all over again. So Marvin Gaye was poignant, and he was a futurist. He could see some of the things that we couldn't see, the downfall of man. But music is powerful. And that's another thing that you should know as a musician. You should know as a musician what kind of power you hold. And with that power comes responsibility. So if I could say anything, Stone, I would say to the young artist, are you ready to handle the responsibility of the power? Are you ready to handle the power of the music that you? Hey, Baba King. Because if you're not, then don't play with it, because you can either build somebody's life or you can destroy somebody's with your words and your music. But you got to decide. All right, you guys. Is there any other question? Anything else you guys want to hear? Hey, Big Pete, how you doing?
I think we are clear on this side with new questions.
Thank you guys for tuning in. Again, you can go to the J King Show. Go to iHeartRadio. Go to iHeartRadio and go to your app store. Go to your app store, download the iHeartRadio app, and then follow the J King Show. And this show and all my other shows, I talk about a lot of different things. I'm glad to see you, Lou. No Mo Better. Thank you for coming. Just a side note, Teresa Broken Puzzle. Now, Pete, that's one of the greatest records I felt like I ever produced. But that's what happens when you get with the wrong record company, or the connection just doesn't work. Those songs helped us understand the world beyond our neighborhood. Kimberly, is that Kim Bailey from Las Vegas? Oh yeah, and you gotta and this is why you guys are in a perfect position to be powerful, because we were subject to a record company, and if a record company didn't get it, that was it. It didn't matter that we made a beautiful piece of product that people listen to now and say, "Man, that was brilliant," because the record company didn't get it. 95% of records that came from through a record company didn't make it. Only 5% made it. So, that's a frustrating number. But here you are as a creator. Oh, that's another Kim Bailey. Okay.
Yeah,
Here you
Roseville.
are as a creator, and you have the power of your creation. You have the power to create, to control, and own your creation. And so what you going to do? I just gave you 7 steps to marketing from the very beginning. You should come out the box saying, "This is who I am. This is what I'm." You should have a plan. You should be writing notes every day on your journey, how you're going to do it, what you're going to do, what steps you're going to take, what moves you're going to make. Every day. There's a lot of people that are wasting away, that are saying, "I'm just waiting for the right person to come along to see my talent." Well, dum-dum, if you ain't the right person to see your talent, what make you think somebody else is going to be the right person? You don't even see it. You want somebody else to invest in it. You need to invest in it. Back in the early 90s, sales rep for indie label distributor while working for Tower. Big Peach. So Big Peach, you was in the game for real. That's right. As a sales rep, you made the independent label, the independent album hits because you brought them to retail and told retail, hey, this is something that's good. I like that T-shirt. Wonder who designed it for you. Great sample merchandise. Yeah. So the reason why Mark Ellie said he liked the shirt is because he's the one who designed it. It was his designer that designed it. Yep. You guys, people would. That's how I found a lot of records, by listening to promos in the store. Every Tuesday, new records would come out, and you went to the record store, and they told you what records were there. And sometimes records wouldn't get promoted, and it was the guy in the store who said, they're not promoting this record, but this is something I think you need to check out. And that's how you found a new record. Well, now it's up to you guys. So my job, I'm on the radio 3 days a week. And so if I find a record and I like it, I'm going to play it on the radio. I don't need you to be on a label. I don't need anything. I just need to know that this record is out and I like it and I bought it. And I'm not asking you for nothing. I'm not asking you to give me nothing. I'm not asking you to pay me nothing. I'm just saying, hey, this is great music. I found this girl. Somebody sent me a song, and her name is Raquel Rodriguez. I start playing her record. I haven't played it on the radio yet, but this week, tomorrow, I go back on the air, and I'm playing Raquel Rodriguez.
Something about yourself that gets you down. Such a shame, 'cause you look so damn good tonight. Come with me, don't have to talk it out. I'll take you where the lights run, ever do for a nighttime rendezvous. It's the same city, different view. Let me remind you.
That's sometimes you got to step away.
Sunsets the same way, baby. Some shit will never change. Let me remind you. Let me remind you.
Mike DeCole. I found Mike DeCole. I found Mike DeCole right here on TikTok. So you never know who's gonna listen. You never know who's gonna find you. You never know who's gonna be the person that puts you on. But if you step out with the idea that you're marketing from the very beginning, somebody is going to find you and connect to you because that was your intention from the beginning. You have to be intentional in this business. If you're not, I don't know why, but this record feel like this is how we do it to me. It don't feel like it. It just feel like it. Good evening, CEO Daria. Yeah. Gotta have that matches my belt and my shoes, 'cause that's what I do. So when you have a platform, it's your job to promote artists, but it's also your job to promote yourself. You got to make sure that the same way you promote other people, that you promote yourself. All right, Pete, did you put your number in the message, Pete? This is from my Helen Son album. This is called All About Your Love. Okay. Let me do that right now. Love, my love. I wanna give you all my love each and every day. From sun to sun. I wanna take your breath away until the morning comes. Take a little time to talk with me. You get to know me better when it's privately. I'm everything that you'd want your man to be. I'm all about your love. Do everything that you want me to. Alan, really, baby, I'm in love with you. The joy in my heart emanates from you. I'm all about your love. So Queen Roro said, do I need a moderator? Shit, I don't know what a moderator does. I don't even know what I'm doing, y'all. I don't know what I'm doing on
Yes, we can assign you a moderator in TikTok, sir.
What does that mean?
That's someone who checks for trolls
Yes,
and kind of helps people know what's happening while you're speaking.
Mike, I gotta see if I did, I gotta find it, Mike, because I was trying to and I think I may have gotten it, and I just haven't put it in my phone book yet. But I gotta put it in my phone book. Yeah. I just played your record, by the way, Mike. That's Mike Nicole. Jimmy Allgood. Okay, Jimmy. I got Jimmy's. Cool, Mike. So, thanks, Mark. Say, you're everything I wanted. You're deep inside of me. Yeah. Girl, please understand. I'm more than just a man. I'm all about your love. All right, you guys. I think I'm thinking. I think I've taken up for your time. Thank you, guys. Perfect mind. Okay, Emacs. All right, you guys. Thank you, guys, for tuning in. Appreciate it. I'll see you, Kings in the morning. Man, this is crazy.
Thanks, Jay.
Thank you. Thank you, guys. Night.
All right, ending here.
Bye. Thanks.
You're welcome.